Jolan True, and welcome to another episode in Allies called Bigger Picture.
Greetings. Given what you've discovered at Chaltok and Viranot, we need to widen our investigation. Republic ships have gone missing, and we can't afford these sort of losses. We need you to look into this problem. Head to the Beta Quadrant. One of our ships went missing near the Mempa system, and we want you to find out what happened.
Charva gave us some new leads regarding Tovan's sister Rena.
While I appreciate the personal nature of your attempt to find Rena Kev, you need to focus on the big picture. Our fledgling republic needs to establish its legitimacy as a political body, fend off attacks and intrigue by the Tal Shar and other external threats, and stabilize its claims on New Romulus. Right now, we need you to pursue this investigation. Our fleet is not particularly large, and we cannot afford to have any ships go missing. We need you to find out what's happening to them. Don't worry, this isn't the old empire where one person's welfare is put by the wayside for the good of the state. We'll keep looking for information about Rena. The best thing you can do is help the Republic to survive, so we can devote more resources to missions of a more personal nature. Time is short.
Understood.
We've arrived at the source of the distress signal. Scanning the area now.
Any ships in the area? The Cardassian vessel is dead ahead, sir. It's surrounded by a field of subspace distortion, and I'm reading a spike in the ship's Tetrion emissions. Any life signs? Scanning of the strains are inconclusive. The radiation is interfering with our sensors. Hypothesis and the cause of the distortion.
The ship is badly damaged, but there's no clear relationship between the distortion and the ship. I ran a comparison to the anomalies we scanned previously in the Kittimer system. While they appear similar at first look, the spike in tetrions is different from what we've seen before.
We need a closer scan.
Sir, there's no sign of a Republic vessel in the area. Whatever happened here is unfortunate, but I recommend we continue our search elsewhere. It may look suspicious if we linger.
We'll be cautious. Approach the ship. Ship appears to sustain damage, but not enough to disable primary functions or life support. There is one hull breach, but emergency force fields are in place. The ship appears to be deserted, but even at this range, I can't be certain. There is significant interference from the localized radiation. Can we access her computers remotely?
Cardassians use a recursive encryption algorithm to protect their data from unauthorized access. We'd have to be on their bridge to tap into their systems.
Then that's what we'll do.
We have no idea what happened to this ship. We could be putting ourselves at risk for the sake of curiosity. I recommend we leave and continue our search elsewhere.
Republic ships may have suffered the same fate. We need to investigate.
It's your call. But if you're going over to that ship, then I'm coming with you.
Understood. Transport us to the bridge.
Interesting. No visible damage. Why would they abandon the ship? The bridge appears operational, but where's the crew?
We need to know what happened here. Scan for life signs and check security logs.
No other life signs detected. We're alone.
Check the recent log activity. They didn't vanish without a trace.
Here's something odd. There are no corpses on this ship.
According to the logs, they were attacked.
The ship description fits what we've seen of the Alachi. Several security logs were accessed recently. I think you're going to want to see this. The security recording is from 3 days ago.
That looks like a subspace
Whatever
rift.
it is, it explains why there aren't any corpses.
Are there any more recordings?
One more. Pulling it up now.
Were they able to identify their attackers?
Wait. That noise. Several ships are on approach and requesting status. Sir, they're Cardassian.
RW Cynthia, transport us back to the bridge immediately. Cardassian scan the Derelict ship. They want to talk to you, sir. Put them on the view screen.
The only true way for Cardassians is the way of conquest.
RW Cynthia, lower your shields and surrender immediately. We carry an order of reprisal signed by Empress Sela, authorizing us to seize and detain Republic vessels. Considering your situation, I suggest you view this as an offer of genuine opportunity to save your crew. I will not surrender.
That is unfortunate. Your ship would be worth far more undamaged. This is your last chance. Feel free to use the escape pods if necessary.
Cardassian fool, no wonder the Dominion abandoned you.
2 more waves are approaching the system. Recommend a defensive posture with power to shields.
Sir, I was monitoring messages during the battle and was able to isolate a long-range transmission. The Cardassian battleship sent a message to the Ida Eridani sector block. I've been unable to pinpoint the exact destination, but I'll continue to monitor the frequency and listen for further transmissions. Excellent thinking. Let me know if you hear anything.
The Cardassians were unaware of what had happened to their missing vessel. It appears the Alachi attacked them while they were hunting for our ships. Bad luck. We should destroy the Derelict. Let the true way think that the Republic defeated all of their patrols.
Agreed. Scuttle the ship.
Ship is under attack. Based on what you've learned, it seems that your next lead is in the Beta Quadrant. Head to the Donachi system and see if you can learn more about where our ships are going and who who's taking them.
Understood.
According to new intel, Sela has started paying privateers to capture or destroy Romulan Republic ships. That would explain why these Cardassians are operating outside their normal territory. I suggest we track these True-Way ships back to their base. If we're lucky, they'll lead us right to the missing Republic ships.
Follow the true way out of the system. Sir, a magnetic field surrounding a large concentration of asteroids ahead. I've run a sweep for Republic transponders, but either Cardassian has moved it, or there's too much interference from sensors to get a lock. There's also a Cardassian satellite dead ahead that may be impeding our scans. Approach the satellite.
Recommend we stay cloaked as we approach the station, sir.
In addition to magnetic interference, the Cardassians have mined the asteroid field ahead with defensive turrets. The satellite appears to be a targeting array and fire control for those turrets. Maybe access the satellite's programming. There's a chance if we do that, we'll alert the Cardassians. Access the satellite. I successfully access this control layer within the satellite operational routines. The satellite is sending commands to several nearby defensive turrets. Maybe you'll insert a malicious command that might disable or neutralize any of the turrets. What is your command? Disable turret power. New programming routine has been successfully uploaded, sir. Not all of the turrets in the area were susceptible, but we assaulted the defenses between our ship and the Cardassian station. Begin the assault.
If we avoid the magnetic flux energy, we should be able to remain cloaked as we approach the station.
We've crippled the station defenses, but it's only a matter of time before they summon reinforcements or Republic warbirds being held in the station's dock. Scanners indicate at least some of the crew are being held in Station's Big. Station command center is hailing us on screen.
Your brazen attack on this station is further proof that the Romulan Republic is nothing more than a terrorist cabal. We've contacted the legitimate Romulan government and alerted them to your presence. Any further acts of terror against this station or any Cardassian citizen will be met with deadly force.
Release the Republic ship and her crew.
Your ignorance of Cardassian history is insulting. We do not listen to demands. We give them.
Close the channel and get me a location for the Romulan crew. The crew is being held in a detention area on the station's outer ring. Area is shielded to prevent transport. We need to get the crew to her ship. The station operates several fusion reactors located at the base of the central core. If we reconfigured our deflector to emit a high-amplitude electromagnetic waves, it will disrupt the inertial lasers in the reactor. The safety protocols will cause temporary power shutdown. If we time it properly, it will be a window to opportunity as Cardassian switches to backup power. We'll be able to transport the crew to her ship. Make the deflector modifications, Viral.
I assume we can thank you for our escape. Before you transported us, I overheard a guard saying that more True-Way ships were approaching. We need time to restore emergency power. Please provide cover until we are able to go to warp.
Warp to the flotilla as soon as you can. We'll cover you.
Power restored. Preparing to warp out of the system.
Come on, let's go to warp. Thank you. Romulan warbird is warped to safety, sir. We'll need to report to Sub-Commander Nadell and inform her of the Cardassian privateering operations in this sector. Recommend we leave the system for any additional Cardassian reinforcements arrive. Let's go.
Excellent. I hope that your new starship has performed to your satisfaction. Now that we know about Sila's attempts to capture our ships, we'll order our commanders to exercise additional caution in territory near True-Way space, or with other groups that might try their hand at privateering. I have received some new intelligence from our allies that may be of use to us. Expect to hear from me shortly.
Understood.
Time is short. Congratulations, Sub-Commander.
Thank you all for watching, and we will see you again soon.